Today we're going to be making some optical illusion art, and you're going to get a type of stencil to lay on your paper, and you are going to trace around the stencil. So here we have a geometric hexagon shape. So just lay it down, go ahead and trace. It doesn't matter where on your paper you trace it. We will cut these out. Alright, from here we need to do some connecting of the corners. So I'm going to start with this corner facing the left diagonal of the paper, and I'm going to make a diagonal line going to this corner here. And when you make these lines, try to draw them lightly. I'm drawing heavy so you can see it on the camera. I would not draw this heavy if I wasn't doing this on a video. So this corner to this corner, now we'll go this corner to this corner, so it'll create a letter X. And then you want to go this corner to this corner, just creating a horizontal line directly across. Alright, now here's a little tricky part. We are going to make this exact same shape in the center, but smaller. So you could eyeball it, then it won't be exact, or you can use the ruler. So if you want to eyeball it, all you would do is make lines across about where you think they are, go super fast. If you want it to be exact, you would lay your ruler down at the 0 mark here and come in 2 inches. So I'm going to make a little mark at the number 2. So, and if I go here, the number 2. So it's 2 inches from the outside of the shape. So if I start at the outside, come in 2, I make a mark. And notice how I tilt my paper, it's a little easier that way. Coming 2, make a mark. Come in 2. And last one. Alright, now what I need to do is connect all those little marks that I made, and that will create my little baby hexagon shape. And I'm using the ruler, so I have nice perfect straight lines. Just like that. Okie dokie. So now we have to turn this into an optical illusion. It needs to play a trick on our eye. Right now it kind of does, but we're going to push it forward a little bit more. So we have to do some erasing. So you're going to need your eraser handy, and this is why I said draw light, because we have to erase some of these lines. So if I start, let's make this our starting point, and we're going to move clockwise. So we're going to move this way. If I start here, I'm going to focus on the outside hexagon shape before I focus on the middle tinier shape, okay? So almost think of them as like 2 different shapes, 2 different things. So this line right here, I'm going to leave that. Then I move over here. This line, I'm going to erase. This line, I'm going to keep. This line, I'm going to erase. This line I keep, this line I erase. So it's just every other one you're going to erase. Go to your little shape, and you just want to reverse it. So on this side, I kept this line, so on the little hexagon, I'm going to erase that line. I erase this one, so I'm going to leave that one there. This one, I'm going to erase. So again, it's just every other, right? Erase, keep, erase. Go around it like a clock. All right. So what I like to do now is I like to kind of just tidy up everything. And really, really, this is important, make sure you have these lines erased the best that you can, because we're about to outline it with Sharpie, and if you can still see those lines, I bet you might accidentally outline them with Sharpie. So the goal is not to do that. So this can be a little tricky, but what you've done is you've created an optical illusion. It already looks like, it depends on how you shift your eyes, it kind of looks like there's a little baby cube inside like a diorama. Or it looks like it's a cube with like a little cube taken out of it. Depends on how your eyes shift. So pay attention to what it is you are tracing, because you know we can't erase Sharpie. There's a time, normally when we just outline things, we don't even think, we kind of just do it. But this one, just make sure everything is right. So I got that line, but notice I erased it. I can still kind of see it. It's hard to see on the camera, but I can see it. And that might confuse me, but leave it alone. If it's one of your erased ones, don't trace over it. And I'm telling you this because I made that mistake once, and I've seen other students make that mistake a lot. So really pay attention to what you're tracing. There we go. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to add color to make this look even more three-dimensional. And I'm going to use crayons here. Well, crayons and markers probably. And what I'm going to do, first, I'm just going to trace everything. Now this part should be pretty easy. Remember, don't trace the lines you erased. It's exactly the way I'm doing it. If you wanted to do all of this with just plain old crayon and not even outline with marker, that's fine. You can even vary up your colors, like outside versus inside, but I'm doing mine all blue. So we want to think about value. Value means the lightness or darkness of something. And so when we use value, we want to think of how hard we're pressing versus how light we're pressing. So if I'm pressing hard, my color appears darker. If I'm pressing light, my color appears lighter. And then there's all kinds of in-betweens, right? Middles. So dark, medium, and light. That's what you want to do for this assignment. Dark, medium, and light. So on this here, my dark is going to be this shape. My medium, if I'm focusing just on like the outside, is this shape. My light is this shape. So let me show you that. I have dark, medium, light, and now if I go towards my inside little cube there, I'm going to do, now I'm not going to mark these with marker because I can't erase it. So this is going to be dark, so I'm doing this lightly with my pencil. Medium is this top diamond shape, and then light is this one over here. All right, so it's opposite. So dark was here, now dark is over here. Medium's up here. Light is below. Is my optical illusion right there, and then what you want to do is go ahead and cut your shape out. All right, after you cut it out, we're going to add a little frame to this. So you're going to choose a different color, and I would probably pick a color that maybe would make this one stand out, so like color contrast. So if I use blue, I know the color that goes really well with blue is orange. See here on my clay monster, I did a blue monster and I made little orange kind of arms because I know blue and orange look good together. They're called complementary colors. They make each other look good. So I'm going to choose orange. What I do is glue your op art onto the color that you picked. So I make a frame and then just kind of swirl in the middle. Now when you put it on your paper, don't put it right on the edge or right on the top. You want to leave a little space around the whole thing. Then you're going to use a ruler, and this is just to help keep your lines straight. And you want to create like a border or a frame around your piece. Okay. I made the lines. Now, but if you are cutting, if you made lines with your ruler, I don't want to see the pencil. So cut so I don't see the pencil. And this way, this is an easy way to make a frame around a shape. And that's pretty much it for this assignment. It's just a nice kind of small artwork showing an optical illusion, and you're showing value, you're showing darks, mediums, and lights. There you are.